Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah.
Green tea kisses.
Yeah, what did you want to talk about today? It looks like you got something from the book.
Yes. So the other day when I meditated and we went on our walk, I was saying how the meditation was so great. Even though I do meditation almost every single morning, it affected me differently because I started thinking about how every day you do wake up and it is a brand new day, right? Mm-hmm. And so no matter what your goals were yesterday, you have a brand new day today to reset everything. So this section is called Tell Yourself Your New Story Over and Over. Because every day you wake up and it's a new day. So you can create a new story, or if you really have your intentions set and you're not really wavering on them or adding to them, etc., then it's still a new story because the factors of each day are going to change.
And I'm going off of memory, but I guess your new story would be your goal or your new life that you're planning. You're running that role in your head over and over. Just keep reminding yourself of where you're going.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna read it because I think that'll be better than me trying to
expound on it.
Exactly. And feel free to stop me if you want to hit any of these points. So once you understand what you want in life, no matter what it is, you must visualize it in as much detail as you can. Know the sounds, the colors, the smells. The more clarity, the better. Make sure you tap into the emotion that you'll feel like, when you get it, and that feeling of what you're looking for. So if you can tap into exactly how you're going to feel when this comes to fruition, that puts you that much closer.
Well, it makes it real. So,
exactly.
We've always talked about this throughout goal setting. You really have to know what you want and why you want it, and really what it feels like when you're there. I mean, that's really the why.
Exactly.
Right?
And why that is so important is it's not actually the things that you want, it's the feeling that you acquire from these things. And that is the key to really setting these intentions and already getting that feeling and living with that feeling, because we all want to wake up and have that incredible feeling of joy and peace and happiness. And with what's been going on in the world, I think it's been a little bit more difficult for some people to get there. So this is such a great tool for everyone to reset. Forget about the news, forget what's on TV, forget what's going on in the cities. We don't want to forget about being a peaceful nation. And I will stand in peace with all of you any day, but we're not going to stand in violence. So we're not asking people to forget about, what's happened. We don't want to forget that. We want to remember it, but we want to remember it with peace. Right. And that is super, super important. So let me get back to this and that feeling.
You're off. I think you were saying something about it's not the thing. So remind me, I don't want to steal a thunder, but it's, when you need a certain amount of money, it's like, why? When I would interview someone and they said they needed to make X, I was just like, why do you need to make that money? What do you want to do with it? I really want to get out of them. What do they want to do with it? Because it actually helps manage somebody on the other side.
Right.
Maybe it's to get that second home on a ski slope, or maybe it's, you want your significant other to be able to stay home. I don't know. There's always something that is driving it. It's not like you need a pile of cash. Right.
That's not the ultimate goal. Isn't the money itself. So again, it isn't, the things aren't what you're after. It's what you get when you acquire them. So if it's a certain amount of money or a significant other, maybe you're looking for your significant other, you need to know what it's going to do for you and how your life will be when you reach that goal. That's so important. So, if it is money, is it for financial freedom that, you're looking for a new house? You want to focus on the freedom or the house, not the cash. Create a story in your head and play it over and over again. until it becomes your reality. And it will. I mean, we've done it firsthand over and over with just about everything. I'll never forget, the mortgage. We wanted to pay off our mortgage in our house that we used to own down in Cherry Hills Village, and we had a date we wanted to pay it off by. And then we had this ritual that we wanted to go through with the burning of it and putting it into this little glass vial and putting it into, the stairs. Now, for the new people that live there, that's no longer there because we actually replaced the entire staircase, etc., as you know. But we had not just that intention of that action, but how it was going to feel. And, I think we had some nice wine that night. And, it's the experience of achieving, right?
Right.
That's what you're after is.
Right.
So if you can live in that experience and know what it's like, you're more likely to get to that.
Well, and you threw significant other as we were talking about cash. I don't think it's you make the cash to get the significant other.
Definitely not.
No, it's like what you were saying is if you're trying to find that significant other, why do you want that person? Is it someone that you want to share your life with? We're on a divine mission, being twin flames. So we have this whole mission that Karen and I are on. So it's real for us every day.
Right.
But you have to think about those things. What does that mean? You don't just need a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Right. There's a reason on the other side that I want to share my successes with this person. I want to grow old with this person, or I envision myself taking up painting, living on an island with this person. Right. Whatever it is. But if you know as much detail about it, you can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it. What it feels like to be there. It becomes real, and that's the part. I can't say the title anymore, but basically telling yourself the story over and over.
Exactly,
right?
And I think that's so important because when it comes to wanting a soulmate, you don't just want somebody so that you're with somebody, so that you're a couple, so that you're not lonely. I mean, and Jeffrey had such great points. Think about the life that you're going to have with this person. Imagine that, whether it's a family or whether it's just the two of you and you like to travel or ski or, like Jeffrey said, paint, whatever it is. And you're going to learn these things together. Or if you've got some amazing skills, you can't wait to share those skills with this person and learn their skills, share spirituality, whatever it is. Envision exactly what that looks like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
is there anything else there?
Yeah. So you're going to play it over and over in your head until it becomes your reality. Be careful. You do not want to be coming from a position of wanting. We were just talking about this. Do not focus on the fact that you do not have something. When you focus on needs, you'll get more of needing and wanting. And this is the opposite of what you really want to achieve. So instead, that's why we're telling you, focus on the feelings that these things are going to bring you, not the things themselves.
And especially not the lack of the things themselves, the fact that you don't have it today.
Exactly.
I usually like to stair step it. So whatever it is you're going after, you have something that's taking you there today. Be grateful for that and think about that and know that you're on the process. So you're not thinking about lack, you're thinking about you're already on the way. Right. You know what it is, you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it.
I love that stair-stepping process. I think one of the big days gone by, it might have been Zig Ziglar, did an entire process on that. And it's such a great thing to think about because, think of actually going up those stairs. So once you've accomplished some of those goals, you're on your way, right? Mm-hmm. And there's no going back. Right. So I love that. That's such a great analogy. And be careful. So we talked about not wanting to come from a position of wanting. Sorry. So you want to focus on what you have, and this is key, and be thankful for what you do have. This will bring you more. If you want to get to a higher level, your self-talk needs to be as if you already have it. A good example of self-talk around a financial goal would be, I'm on track to earning X. It's within my reach. Jeffrey, you were always so great about your financial goals, writing them down, expressing them verbally, attaching years, the year, sometimes even the month and always attaching an age too, so that it was for you really personal, so that, you know, by this age I want to have these things accomplished. And I mean, I think your success rate is 100%.
Well, thanks. I don't think it was 100%, but it was up there. We'd go back and look at goal books and we could see it. But thank you. It was we had a lot of accuracy.
A lot. I think financially, your success goals were 100%.
Yeah.
You know, we had other goals too. We had, you know, health and fitness goals and where we wanted to live goals, things like that. That, you know, some of those I think changed. The targets changed because our desires changed somewhat. But your financial goals, I'm giving it to you. You hit 100% of all of those when we were in the state of you growing your earning years.
Well, we did a lot of this stuff too before we wrote the book. You know, intuitively, some of it just learned along the way. But that's one of the things we're trying to do with all of the folks in OTG, in our OTG nation, is just trying to help people build their residual income. And it's a lot of these tactics, we're using these today is just stair step it, you know, just learn the basic things on how you can help other people. And then you start to build from there and build your residual income. And, you know, it's working with a lot of other people today to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Good.
So it's morphing into something even grander and greater where you can share it. You know, on the other end of the spectrum, make sure you're letting go of the stories and the self-talk that don't serve you. That's really important. You know, sometimes we say things and it's maybe to even make somebody laugh, like, oh, you know, my pea-sized brain, you know, isn't gonna accomplish that. Or, you know, whatever it is. We don't say it usually meaning it. It's, again, often to try to be humble or to try to make somebody else laugh at the expense. But the reality is that kind of talk is harmful and we need to just eliminate it. I mean, you don't need to be saying, you know, well, I'm the greatest thing that ever came down the pike, you know, but you certainly do want to talk about, you know, you could say, I've just learned something super exciting that I want to share with you, and, you know, and be a great partner and person to the rest of the world, because it is a much bigger planet. So self-talk, super important. If it doesn't serve you, just get rid of it. As you repeat a positive, grateful message, it will eventually become your reality. Think about how easy this is. Play the story out as if it were a game. Excess potential. Give it too much importance and we create distance. Let go of the stories that don't serve you. Choose the stories that fit and meet your goals. You always get in life what you give. This book that Jeffrey and I are writing, you know, will manifest us. I mean, we're manifesting this book, and this book is actually manifesting us. So grow through life and learn each and every day. And I think this part of the book is something that you and I have proven it works.
Well, it's time and time again. We're still proving it every day. We're still using this today. Our next place that we're going to live on the beach. It's our next journey, our next road trip.
Right.
Everything that we do, we use these tactics. So we know they work well. We use them ourselves, and we're happy to help anybody with any of these methods.
Right.
And if you have any questions, please type it down below and subscribe here, because we'd like to share more of this book with you, more of these tips and tricks that we've utilized to build our life, right?
Exactly. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the nest at Copper Mountain.